Today we are going to learn the chapter Fire, Friend and Foe. How the fire is friend to us, how it is enemy to us. As you people know that what are the uses of fire? Can you tell me the uses of fire? What are the uses of fire? Where do we use fire?
We use fire to cook our food.
Very good. The first prior or basic use of fire is it is used to cook food. What else?
Mom, it is to give us heat.
Yes, it also give us heat and light also. Okay. How it is our enemy. How the fire is our enemy.
Ma'am, it
Ma'am,
burns
it can burn us.
Yes, it can also burn us. If the fire is out of control, it can destroy everything. So that's why fire is our friend also and enemy also. Early man didn't know what fire was, but he must have seen the damage it would cause. He must have watched lightning and volcanoes long before he began to use fire himself. Fire was powerful and dangerous, and he was frightened. So early man didn't know about fire, but he might have watched what about volcanoes, that lava is coming out, fire is coming out. He might have observed all these things, and then he started using it. Okay, then fire is powerful and dangerous. That's why he became frightened of fire. Fire may have puzzled early man, but we know now that fire is the result of a chemical reaction. When the oxygen in the air combines with carbon and hydrogen in a fuel, a chemical reaction takes place. Energy in the form of heat and light is released in this process. This is what we call fire. So, if we are in saying the scientific language, then it is a chemical reaction where oxygen is combining with carbon and hydrogen. A chemical reaction is taking place, and a lot of heat and light is generated in this process. Three things are needed to make fire. What are the three things needed to make fire? Fuel, oxygen, and heat. Okay, you need a matchstick to burn something, and fuel to burn the fuel, and oxygen should be there. If oxygen is not there, then there will be no fire if any of the thing is missing. Wood, coal, cooking gas, and petrol are some examples of fuel. Oxygen comes from the air. That is why when you blow on smoldering paper, it often bursts into flame. The third thing needed to make fire is heat. Fuel and oxygen do not make fire by themselves, or else a newspaper or a stick lying in the open would catch fire on its own. Okay. So fuel and oxygen do not make the fire. Otherwise, what happens? The newspaper which is kept in open, it may take fire. Okay. So it needs heat. So three things are required: fuel, oxygen, and heat. Okay. To burn a piece of paper or wood, to burn a piece of paper or wood, to burn a piece of paper or wood. Just wait for a moment. So you can see this. To burn a piece of paper or wood, we heat it before it catches fire. We generally do it with a lighted match. Every fuel has a particular temperature at which it begins to burn. Okay. Every fuel has a different temperature or a particular temperature to which it begins to burn. That temperature is called the flash point or kindling temperature of the fuel. At what temperature it is burning, that is called the flash point or kindling temperature. It is sometimes said that fire is a good servant but a bad master. It only means that fire is very useful as long as it is kept under control. Okay. For instance, we use it to cook our food, warm our homes in winter, and to generate electricity. So these are the uses of fire, that we are using fire to cook our food, warm our homes in winter, and to generate electricity. But on the other hand, if fire gets out of control, it can be very dangerous. Each year, thousands of homes and shops are damaged by fire. Vast areas of our forest are also destroyed by, and hundreds of people are killed or injured due to fire. Okay. Just as three things are needed to start a fire, there are three main ways in which a fire can be put out. In each one of the three things needed for burning is taken away. For example, we can take away the fuel. If the fire has no fuel to feed on, no burning can take place. We often let a fire die out, simply do not adding more fuel to it. Okay, we generally what we do, if we want that fire should extinguish, we don't put the fuel in that. That after some time, it started extinguishing itself. The second way of putting out a fire is to prevent oxygen from reaching it. No supply of oxygen means no fire. Small fires can be put out or smothered with a damp blanket or sack. It cuts down the supply of oxygen. This stops oxygen reaching the burning material. Sometimes carbon dioxide is used to extinguish fire. It does not allow oxygen to reach the burning material. The third way of putting out a fire is to remove the heat. If the temperature can be brought down below the flash point, the fuel stops burning. You blow on a burning matchstick or a candle to put it out. In doing so, you remove the hot air around the flame, bringing down its temperature below the flash point, and the candle goes out. Sometimes we spray water on a fire. It also absorbs heat from the burning fuel and lowers the temperature. The blanket of water also cuts off the supply of oxygen, and the fire is extinguished. Some fires cannot be put out with water. If water is sprayed onto an oil fire, the oil will float to the top of the water and continue to burn. Even it will move faster. Okay. This can be very dangerous because water can flow quickly. Because water can flow quickly than the oil. That's why it is dangerous. Some fires cannot be put out with water. If water is oil fire we have done, this can be very dangerous. Water should also not be used on fires caused by electrical appliances because we can get shock. The person spraying water might receive an electric shock and be killed. A carbon dioxide extinguisher is the best thing to fight an electrical fire. For an electric fire, we can use
Mama.
carbon dioxide extinguisher. What happened, Ayan? We spend millions of rupees each year in fighting fires, and we spend more trying to find new ways of preventing fires from happening and getting out of control. On the whole, we have learned rather well to control fire and put it to good use in your everyday life. Long ago, there were no firemen. When fire broke out, everybody became a firefighter. People formed human chains. You can see that people are forming human chains. People form human chains. They still do if required and pass buckets of water from a well or a pond to the place. Now there are laws about building construction which ensure that space is left between buildings to reduce the fire risk. Every new building, especially a public place, must ensure observance of fire prevention norms. Okay, we are keeping a fire extinguisher. You have seen in school also we are keeping on every floor fire extinguisher. Have you seen that? So bands of
Yes, ma'am.
firefighting.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, bands of firefighting workers with special equipment known as fire brigades are there to put out fires. Firefighters are highly trained people. They possess many skills. They cut off electricity supply, knock down dangerous walls, spray water and other materials to bring them under control. They are also trained in first aid so that
ये मैया के
they can help
क्लास की नहीं, सेकंड क्लास